Hey there, podcast lovers. In just 9 minutes, this video distills the essence of the 3-hour Joe Rogan Experience episode with the fascinating Gad Saad, originally aired on January 28, 2025. Get ready for a whirlwind tour through some mind-expanding topics. We'll explore how media shapes our kids' minds, dive into the cultural ripple effects of Elon Musk's ventures, and unpack a treasure trove of insights on everything from cognitive dissonance to the power of positive human interaction. Whether you're into psychology, politics, or just love a good conversation, this summary is your express ticket to some of the most thought-provoking discussions out there. Don't miss out and keep watching. Let's talk about the key takeaways from the podcast. Takeaway 1. Influence of media on children. Modern exposure. Kids today have access to mature content like pornography through the internet, which wasn't as accessible in previous generations, potentially speeding up their maturity. World knowledge. With so much information at their fingertips, children might have a broader understanding of global issues, but also face the challenge of filtering harmful content. Innocence lost. The age of innocence for kids is shrinking as they're exposed to complex or negative aspects of the world earlier, which can affect their psychological development. Parental role. Parents have a tougher job now, needing to guide their children through this digital world, teaching them to navigate content responsibly. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. The role of pets in family life. Emotional and physical safety. Pets, particularly dogs, offer both a sense of security from threats outside and emotional comfort within the family environment. Innocence. Guardians. Dogs are seen as symbols of innocence and purity, providing a safe space at home that contrasts with external challenges. Educational aspect. Caring for pets teaches children about responsibility, empathy in the life cycle, fostering emotional growth. Family bonding. Pets create shared experiences, from playful moments to moments of calm, enhancing family closeness. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3. Political awareness in youth. Early political awakening. Gad's children, like many others, are engaging with politics at a younger age, influenced by both family discussions and media like cable news or social media. Family influence. The political environment at home significantly shapes children's views, sometimes leading to early partisanship. Social media's role. Platforms like TikTok are not just for fun, they're also becoming avenues for political education and activism among the youth. Encouraging thought. Discussing politics at home can stimulate critical thinking, encouraging kids to question and form their own opinions. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4. Game theory in real life. Strategic Cold War. Game theory was crucial during the Cold War, helping to model and predict strategic decisions that could lead to peace or conflict. Daily choices. This theory applies to everyday decisions where outcomes depend on the choices made by others, teaching us to anticipate reactions. Economic applications. It's used in economics to understand human behavior, particularly how people make choices in competitive or cooperative scenarios. Learning tool. Teaching game theory in schools could help students understand complex social dynamics and strategic thinking. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5. Language and cultural identity. Cultural miss. Gad regrets not teaching his kids all the languages spoken at home, which could have connected them more deeply with their cultural heritage. Language as culture. Speaking multiple languages can enrich one's cultural identity, offering a broader perspective on the world. Practical barriers. In families where parents speak different languages, there's often a compromise to use one language, potentially limiting cultural exposure. Cognitive benefits. Multilingualism is linked with cognitive development, enhancing problem-solving skills and cultural appreciation. We're halfway through the video. Thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. To see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. The dangers of cognitive dissonance, psychological defense. Cognitive dissonance is when people feel discomfort from holding conflicting ideas, leading them to rationalize or change beliefs. Political rigidity. This psychological phenomenon makes it hard for individuals to shift political views when faced with opposing evidence. Mental acrobatics. People might justify their actions or beliefs in convoluted ways to avoid the discomfort of changing their minds. Hindrance to dialogue. This can prevent open, honest conversations as people defend their positions rather than exploring new ideas. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. The illusion of explanatory profundity. Brain scan, hype. Technologies like fMRI can make research seem more groundbreaking when images of brain activity are shown, even if the findings are modest. Public misconception. Studies with brain images are often viewed as more scientific, leading to an overestimation of their significance. Marketing spin. In fields like neuromarketing, this illusion is used to sell the idea that we can now precisely understand consumer behavior. Need for skepticism. There's a need for skepticism when evaluating what brain imaging can truly tell us about behavior or thought. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. Cultural impact of Elon Musk. Visionary impact. Musk is portrayed as a unique figure whose work spans multiple industries, pushing boundaries in technology and space exploration. Twitter and free speech. His acquisition of Twitter is seen as a stand against censorship, promoting a space for diverse opinions. Historical significance. If viewed through history, Musk's contributions would be seen as monumental due to their breadth and impact. Criticism and resilience. Despite facing significant critique, Musk's ability to innovate and persevere is acknowledged. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. The parasitic mind virus. Toxic ideas. Gad's theory of the parasitic mind suggests that harmful ideologies can spread like infections within society. Ongoing struggle. The fight against these ideas needs to be persistent, as they've taken root over years, particularly in academic settings. Empathy gone awry. Suicidal empathy points to how well-intentioned empathy can lead to policies that ignore practical or safety considerations. Cultural vigilance. It's a call for vigilance to ensure these parasitic ideas don't become normalized or institutionalized. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Personal philosophy and human interaction. Avoiding toxicity. Joe emphasizes living with positivity, avoiding the drain of negative interactions, whether online or in personal life. Peaceful disagreements. He advocates for resolving conflicts without hostility, focusing on maintaining good relationships despite differences. Curiosity and joy. The shared passion for learning, exploring new ideas, and enjoying life's journey is seen as a key to personal fulfillment. Life beyond public eye. Joe contemplates a future where he might step back from public life to focus on personal hobbies and interests, valuing inner peace. Here is a brief introduction about Gad Saad. Gad Saad is visiting professor and global ambassador at Northwood University and an expert in the application of evolutionary psychology in marketing and consumer behavior. He is the host of the Saad Truth with Dr. Saad podcast and the author of several books, including The Saad Truth About Happiness. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the summary of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast with Gad Saad informative. If you're interested in learning more about these topics, I encourage you to watch the full podcast on YouTube. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like below and share this video in your WhatsApp groups. You can also discuss about this video by commenting below. To get more such videos in your timeline, press the subscribe button below.